I'm so pleased you raised that one, because it is the epitome of the problem. The teaching of young Americans that their country is not just a country that is not particularly virtuous, but that their country is the worst. Unfortunately, and I say this with all due respect to my American friends, unfortunately this is only possible because of mass ignorance in America. Now, it turns out that the ignorance is not from the people that we might have assumed would be ignorant people. It is from the elites. It is from people whose parents remortgaged their houses to send their children to college to learn this stuff. And we have this in Britain. We have this in Britain. We have the idea that we are the country that has been bad in history. And the problem is that when you push back against this, there's a tendency of people to say, well, you would say that, wouldn't you, because you're British. And you can say in response, yes, that's true. I do defend the things in my country that are good, but I also believe that on any fair analysis, this is also possible. And this fair analysis is now something that is not happening in either America or Britain, and we have to address it. I wrote recently on this whole issue. Take any country in the world. It's thought that over the period of around the 17th century, up to 1.5 million Europeans were seized by the Barbary pirates. One of the reasons why the people in Britain sing Rule Britannia and Britons never shall be slaves was because of the familiarity in the public mind from Defoe and others who make it clear, the familiarity with the concept that you could be enslaved. And that wasn't enslaved by the Americans. It wasn't enslaved by the horrible other British. It was enslaved by the Barbary pirates, among others, by the Moors, as they were called then. Now, if we're going to do this grand historical sweep, regard history as this vast savannah which the grievance mongers can hunt through and find things in, good, let's do it. I want to get Turkey first. They've got it coming. They really do. The Ottoman Empire was one of the longest, widest empires in human history. Yes. We have to make the Turks pay. 500,000 Anatolian Greeks chased out, massacred and chased out only 100 years ago. We don't have to go back 2.5 centuries as you do in Britain to our terrible, terrible past. We can go back far less time to Turkey. Where are they going to pay the reparations? Where can Greece send the bill? Should it send it to Ankara? What about all the other people? What about the Armenians? The first great terrible genocide of the 20th century. Where can the remaining Armenians get their reparations from? We can do this on every country on earth. I'm completely up for it if people want to decide that all of us who are Europeans and Britons, who are descendants of the people who feared being abducted at sea or on land by the Barbary pirates, should go now to Algeria and take their money. Fine, let's have a go. You think we'd get peace? You think we'd get justice? You think we'd lay any ghost to rest? We'd dig the whole damn thing up again and then some. And that's what they're doing to our country. And that's what they're doing to America. It's fundamentally unfair, it's fundamentally unjust, it's fundamentally dishonest.